Well, on this St. Patrick's Day, luck has nothing to do with building wealth. Let's talk about what you actually need to do. Some actionable insights for you this morning to be doing instead of just relying on luck when it comes to building wealth. Our financial expert, April Reed Cruz with Reed Financial Group, joining us this morning. April, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So you contend that people aren't just getting lucky with money. What should they actually be doing instead?
I think with finances, luck really is when preparation meets implementation. That when we have strategies in place, when we have an accountability partner in place, maybe that's a financial professional, maybe it's someone who is in your household or very close to you to hold you accountable, that's where we really find our financial luck, whether that is emergency reserves, 3 to 6 months that you have handy that you're contributing to, that you're replenishing once you've used it, whether that's making sure that you're maximizing your employer contributions so that you're getting at least that match. There are a lot of little things that can really make a lot of difference in the long run.
Okay, so you got the accountability factor in there. What else should folks be thinking about?
Having a system and making sure that you automate certain things can really be helpful in making sure that you reach your goals. So, for example, when you're contributing to your company plan, that's typically something that's done on an automated basis. Make sure you have checkpoints, though, so that you increase those contributions as you're able to do so. Same thing goes for emergency reserves. Automate that. Create an account that is specifically designed for emergency reserves and automate the amount that goes to that on a monthly basis to make sure you're there. If you have debt that you're working on paying off, use a specific method. It could be the avalanche method where you're starting with the highest interest. It could be the snowball method where you're starting with the smallest balance, but have a system in place and again, have that accountability.
Okay, these all seem so easy, April. These are great tips. We have accountability, we have automate. Do you have another A for me?
Actually, I'll go back to automate and say be careful about automating, because when we automate things like subscriptions, be careful because you can really spend a lot more than you realize. So action item number 3 could be careful about the automation. Make sure that you're not spending more than you have any idea that you are. Go back and check on your expenses and make sure that you're accountable to yourself as well.
Maybe we can call it auditing the automation.
There you go. I love it. Auditing.
Every few months go in
perfect.
and say, am I still watching Netflix? Do I still need that Hulu? It's a great way to save $10 here and there. All right. Any other final tips, April?
Just make sure that you have systems that you check in with and that you don't just automate and forget about it. Don't set and forget. Make sure that you have goals. Goals are not just something that you think about. You have to have an actionable item, write it down, make sure that you have scheduled time to really look at this on a routine basis so that you can make sure that you continue to grow and don't get stagnant. And think about the future.
You know, as people are thinking about the future, they're looking ahead to a lot of uncertainty. We're in the middle of a war right now. Gas prices are rising. If folks are feeling stuck right now, dealing with high prices, what do you suggest they do first to kind of get control of their finances?
Take a look at where your expenses are currently. A really good way to do that is to take a look at, for example, the last 12 months worth of spending. That's a great way to look at areas where perhaps there are annual things that are renewing that you've forgotten that you even have. Take a look at certain things too, like grocery stores that have discount programs where you can earn extra points and really save on fuel. With the price of gas where it is right now, that can really save a lot. So there are a few very simple things that you can do to make a big difference. Take a look at where you're spending things like if you're going out for coffee every morning. Sometimes people don't realize how much $5 here or $10 there can really add up and make a tremendous difference. And control what you can control.
You know, there's so much talk right now about the future of artificial intelligence, perhaps coming from white-collar jobs. I think about, recent college grads looking at high unemployment rates over the next few years. How should we be factoring that in and all that uncertainty when it comes to building that emergency fund that you touched on in tip number 1? And if getting 6 months seems hard to do, how should folks gradually try to get to that?
Start small, even if it's $10 or $50, whatever manageable amount that is for you, and make sure that you're doing that consistently. We have to start small sometimes and then build up. We might not be able to get to that 3 to 6 months all at once. It's got to be something that takes some time to get to, and make sure that if you do have those times where you have to dip into the emergency reserve, that you're good about replenishing it, making sure that you put that money back so that it's there when another rainy day does come. And as far as, preparing for the future, we're big at Reed Financial Group on planning for the worst and hoping for the best, and not the other way around. So whether it's an emergency reserve, whether it's ensuring that your risk tolerance is on target and appropriate for where you are in life, there's a difference between the accumulation phase, preservation phase, distribution phase. So that's another thing that can really be an easy implementable with the help of a financial professional also. Make sure that you're on target for what's appropriate for you.
April Reed Cruz with Reed Financial Group. You've given us some great advice and tips today. Anything else you want to leave viewers with this morning?
We're all so busy that it's really easy to push the finances aside. Talk to your family about it. Take the time, schedule it for yourself just like you would anything else that's absolutely critical for your financial future. And let's not make it taboo to talk to family members about it for the next generation as well.
Very good. April, great having you on the show. Please come back anytime.
All right, will do. Thanks so much.
And happy St. Patrick's Day.